Okay. Angel Wings. Rose! Okay, wait. I am.
Body full of fever. Her hands are on the go. The finger on the trigger is sweet 44.
Through me. Solo! Ren solo! Let's go then! What did that say? I didn't catch that in time. Oh, it's a number. 07465. Now, I wonder how many people have actually given that a call. I wonder what happened if we called it now. What the fuck? Let's do it! Some of us with the show, some Bohemian Anthony. Nice to see you as always. Just welcome back to a small patch of internet. The Yellow Squadron, as always, Cytogs, Bohemian Anthony. Thank you for stopping by. First and foremost, how are we? Hope ourselves and friends and our family are all in good health, all in high spirits, chasing the dream. Why am I doing this? As we should be doing. Yes, welcome one and all. We are back to a Ren reaction. It is actually, we'll be checking out, I believe this is our first reaction to the band that Ren is a part of, The Big Push. Yes, it felt right to give The Big Push some love as well. And we will be picked out of the cup system works. The Big Push behind Icarus. Now, as much as we love Ren, as much as we love Ren's ability to meld genres and styles and themes together, I've yet to really see him. I might have seen one other. I can't even remember, to be honest. We'll just cross that bridge when we get to there. But to see him in a band and how he performs and bounces off other musicians should be a fun experience. So let us see how this goes with The Big Push behind Icarus. I do love it already though. Icarus, another great mythological tale. Greek? It is Greek. That's definitely Greek, the tale of Icarus. So good to see that the subject matter, the topic, the themes still carry on from Ren. He's obviously around other like-minded visionaries who appreciate these wonderful tales that last. They've been going on for eons, right? So good. Okay, that's all good. That's happening. Oh, I'm quite excited. Hold on. The Big Push. That's not how you spell push. Behind. Huh? Icarus. I wrote down here, someone put down behind Icarus. That must be behind the scenes. Because behind the push. Ah, okay, that is, you must have wanted me to watch the behind the scenes. Well, let's watch Icarus first, because I think that also would be a great watch, because I don't believe we have seen Icarus by The Big Push. Let's have a look and see what this is about. Already seeing from the thumbnails and the little playthrough, the preview, we're getting gold body paint. We're seeing glimpses of... Do you know what? Enough talking. Let's get into this. It is The Big Push, Icarus. Let's have a look in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Angel Wings. Rose!
Knocking at your window while I'm peeping through your door. It's carpet on the ceiling and we're falling through the floor. Well, there's blood upon your lips, a lizard on your shirt. What's that I hear you saying as you're crawling through the dirt you lie? Watch me fly to the sun.
Okay, wait. I am going to pause just here before I let it carry on for the next part. But first off, the visuals, the voice. It's cool seeing Ren as part of an ensemble, it has to be said, and knowing that Ren, of course, is musically gifted in other places with guitars and whatnot. This is a treat. This guy's voice as well. I love this voice. That more rock and roll. It's got that rock and roll twang. That kind of. It reminds me a little bit of. If anyone listened to the thing I think of immediately, not to make comparisons, because you know. But that genre, that style of. If anyone's heard of Cage the Elephant, I love that kind of a style from rock and roll bands or indie bands where there's pace to it, but it's got that great shot. Leather jacket.
Catch me knocking at your window while I'm peeping through your door. It's carpet on the ceiling and we're falling through the floor.
Okay.
There's blood upon your lips, a lizard on
Red.
your shirt. What's that I hear you saying as you're crawling through the dirty light? Watch me fly to the sun.
Icarus, of course.
I wanna be like a body full of fever. Her hands are on the go. The finger on the trigger is sweet 44. Money, 30 days and 40 nights.
I like that a lot.
They want it, but they want it right. It's like watch me fly into the sun.
That guy's cool. That's the guy that took the flower out, right? Oh, let's go, Ren! Drama! Ha, ha. Oh, great chord progression. A little bit of anarchy, a little bit of punk right there.
Spin into morning like a whisper at your cheek. That'll keep you going, it'll get you through the week. We've got lights, music, a whole house of fun. Well, everybody's out, but no one ever comes. So see me, pretty baby, as I'm crawling on my knees. Barefoot over glass, sugar tastes so sweet. So many crazy people, I'm
He's got a
never
great
coming
voice.
down. Everybody's singing, cause everybody's out.
Good crack on there. Every
Watch me fly into the
little
sun.
vocal fry. Too weird to live, too rare to die.
Wanna be like Icarus. Watch me fly into the sun. I wanna be like
Icarus. Through me. Solo, Ren solo! Let's go then! Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We like some of that. We love a bit of big push. Icarus. Look at that. That was the moment I was going to say. I love that. Again, even when you're shredding, you want to see some of that intensity as you're doing it. Let's go. As we do. Lyrics on. Second playthrough. Those one I bloody well like. That's a great shot. I like that. Almost like album cover-esque, isn't it? Kicks the thing down. I really thought that was a lollipop. Even that could have been an album cover. Some great visuals. Great visuals.
catch me knocking at your window while I'm peeping through your door. It's carpet on the ceiling and we're falling through the floor. Well, there's blood upon
Carpet on the ceiling while falling through the floor. Great visual.
your lips, a lizard on your shirt. What's that I hear you saying as you're crawling through the dirt you lie?
I like how Ren goes straight to my dude here. There it is. The great story of Icarus. Huh? Oh, it is.
A body full of fever, her hands are on the go. The finger on the trigger is sweet 44. What you want?
That might be my favorite, man. Some lyrics or the way they're sung or said or rapped with the melody just hit me, and that for me. Why is the lyrics not coming up? Man, I wish it was there.
Go, the finger on the trigger is sweet 44.
There's something again. Sweet 44.
Sweet.
Let's see that one more time.
Our hands are on the go, the finger on the trigger is sweet 44. Where you're working for the money, 30 days and 40 nights. They never tell you how they want it, but they want it right. It's like
Oh, sorry.
Watch me fly into the sun. I wanna be like Icarus.
There we go. Ran. What? Any musicians in? What is that? Is that got to name that certain drum pattern or drum cadence? If that makes any sense. Do. Is that like? Is that almost? I'm not really, but I almost want to say military band almost, but it's not. I guess the pacing's a bit. No, well, what is that? Nice.
Feel it slipping into morning like a whisper at your cheek. That'll keep you going, it'll get you through the week. We got lights, music, a whole house of fun. Well, everybody's out, but no one ever comes. So see me pretty.
But what did he say?
No one ever comes. So
Everybody's out, but no one ever comes.
music, a whole house of fun. Well, everybody's out, but no one ever comes. So see me pretty baby as I'm crawling on my knees. Barefoot over glass, sugar tastes so sweet. So many crazy people, I'm never coming down. Everybody's singing cause everybody's out.
The good fry. Again, that Ross, that break.
Down. Everybody's singing cause everybody's out. Watch me fly into the sun.
I love that as well. I've read that before, but it's such a great line. Too weird to live, too rare to die.
I wanna be like Icarus.
What did that say? I didn't catch that in time. Oh, it's a number. 07465663465. Now I wonder how many people have actually given that a call. I wonder what happened if we called it now. Dare we? I'm nervous. Are we doing this? Why not? What the fuck?
It has not been possible to connect your call. Please try again later. It has not been possible to connect your call. Please try again later.
Now that must have been like I kid you not, that wasn't an original idea on my part. But how crazy would it have been if that suddenly it went through. That must have been well abused after at some point.
To be like Icarus. Watch me fly into the sun. I wanna be like.
And then that just goes in. Yes, sir. that lovely hammer on at the end there. And again, just that I'm a sucker for when sound, something audibly is linked to something visually. I talk about that quite a bit, but again, it's just that as he hits these and his face is just scrunched up. Love it. Great visuals, great pace, great bit of rock and roll, indie rock and roll. We had a great mixture of, again, what a great rock and roll voice that was from our dude. Again, apologies, let me know in the comments band members' names as I get to know the lore of the Big Push. Great classic rock and roll feel, the pace of it, fast paced. I can imagine a nice bit of moshing going on to this as well in live gigs. The leather jacket, the visuals are so cool, the quirkiness of it. These boys obviously have style, but there's also a level of not taking themselves very seriously, which I think is just a cool place to be in terms of, in anything really, but I suppose in rock and roll or in music as well, that's a good place to be, you know. You exude a level of cool, but at the same time, you don't take yourself too seriously, and you can have those funny, off-cuff moments. You know, as we saw through in the video. Yeah, very cool. Like that a lot. I'm a fan. I said I'm a huge fan of. I do love alternative. I love rock and roll. I love acoustic. I love indie. So that was very, very cool for me to listen to, and a great introduction to the Big Push. What else are we dealing with here? What are the solos are we going to get? Do the band swap around? Do we get more vocals from Ren? Do we get more vocals? Or we see essentially the lead singer? Do they switch around? Interested to see where we go from here. That was the Big Push. That's not that one. Icarus. Funny that pushing, you know, I want to be like Icarus, but knowing how Icarus's story finishes, it's a tragic tale, isn't it? But that is rock and roll, I suppose. How many rock and roll artists or fans of rock and roll have just sort of gone headfirst into that world, that lifestyle, that pace of music? It can do something to you, that is for sure. But what a great song that was. Icarus by the Big Push, Cy Togs, Bohemian, Anthony, thank you for stopping by. And as always, guys, thank you to all of you who have been putting through great comments, insights, and all that good stuff. I appreciate every single one of you. Until the next time, wherever you're in the world, from wherever time you hail, please have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. We will catch you for the next one. Peace. We're out. What are you looking at, Ren?
Never tell you how they want it, but they want it right. It's like I wanna be like Icarus. Icarus Street 44.
That's it.
Full of fever. A body full of fever, her hands are on the go, the finger on the trigger is Street 44.
I don't know what it is about that, but I flippin' love it.
Her hands are on the go, the finger on the trigger is Street 44. You're working for the money, 30 days and 40 nights. They never tell you how they want it, but they want it right. It's like